It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's another meal prep video and let's get right into it. So here I am making my own broth. I had frozen all of the vegetables I had used in the previous week and like the vegetable scraps. Then I will be adding chicken drumstick bones to it and with some of the, I guess like the fat, which was just olive oil. They were cooked in olive oil. So yeah, and then I added like some other vegetables that were just kind of like chilling in the fridge that I couldn't really, like they weren't bad, but I just wouldn't have eaten them and they would have gone to waste. So they were added into it, and learning how to make my own broth was kind of fun in a way. I have used it in rice and I made like a gravy with it, so really good. I also want to say I love the way I edited this video. I don't know if you feel the same, but I really do love the way I just like I put my heart into it, and I've even tried to make things better than but I put it in the Instant Pot, which I really need to clean the Instant Pot, which will be a future video because I'm going to be doing like a whole kitchen like declutter and clean with me type of video. I do them quite often, but this one will work out. This week I really enjoyed all the food that I ate and it worked out. This is Amplify. It's by Hardcore. I don't know exactly where you can get it from. My brother brings me a lot of seasonings from his job, so I get most of them from him, and then I just use a whole bunch from him. So my next step is going to be putting the chicken. So I cooked it frozen, and it's actually the Aldi brand of chicken. And I think out of all the frozen chicken I've ever bought, this has been my favorite like brand. Like it cooked up great. It, you know, didn't have like that weird like rubbery taste. It was really good. So yeah. So before meal prepping, we did use a lot of chicken to begin with. Like we cooked with a lot of chicken and pork and stuff like that. So I think in the future, I'm going to be doing like a pork tenderloin because that's like one of my favorite types of pork. And I think it will like heat up nicely. I did pork chops, I think it was last week, and I just didn't enjoy them as much as I enjoyed heating up chicken throughout the week. So there's that. And then also eventually I want to do like a night where I do shrimp because I've been really wanting shrimp. So yeah, just if you have any ideas on meal prepping, like what to meal prep, go for it. Let me know. I know one day I'm going to be doing like a pasta because I do a lot of rice and potatoes here recently, and I've been really craving that pasta life. So yeah. And I would like to state that since I started meal prepping, when I'm editing this, I'm technically on week 4, and I have lost 15 pounds just from meal prepping and because your girl's gonna be honest, I try to work out, but sometimes I just don't get to it every day. So it's been mainly just watching what I eat and how much I eat and staying in that frame. Now I've had days where we went out to eat or we ordered in, and like my brother came over and stuff like that, and as long as I still eat like a proper amount, I still don't feel like sluggish and sick. And surprisingly, I thought my thing was I was going to be hungry like all the time because, you know, I'm not eating as much. This is me preparing more scraps for the next week, by the way. So yeah, I feel great. Here is me also preparing the yeast for bread. So I would like to state this song, when I was editing, I just thought it was like beautiful going with the bread part, and I didn't even plan that. I just, you know, kind of just put it in because it's a song I don't really use often, and I just love the way it turned out with the bread. So yeah, you're gonna listen to it for a little bit. So I did end up getting me this little, as it says, diet scale, but it's a food scale. I just wanted to get like those perfect measurements because like the ones that involve weight, I honestly don't really know how to do it. And here I am trying to figure out how to like balance it and stuff. But for my little pretzel bag, I'm gonna have pecans, cashews, and almonds with pretzels in it. And it was probably like my favorite thing. It was a lot of pretzels. I don't know why I thought I would really want salty stuff because I'm not a big like salt person unless it's on potatoes because potatoes are life. And yeah, so I honestly could never do a diet that did not allow me to eat potatoes because yeah, potatoes. So These are just like the amounts of each little nut I get. And here I am going back to Minecraft videos. Minecraft, like I said, like takes over my life sometimes, and that's okay. Yeah, so it's just what I enjoy watching while meal prepping. And yeah, but these little bags, they were really filling. Like, they were like that perfect like afternoon snack when I was like really hungry. And pretty much every week what I do is I see like what I really was missing the week before and kind of incorporate that into the next week of meal planning. And it has worked out for the most part. There's been some meals where I cooked and I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a little bit hard. I think the next week after this one, I actually did I did 2 different dinners. I did a pizza one night and then a Chinese meatball like halfway through the week, and that was really good, so I might do that. Also, the only thing with meal prepping is I miss cooking. That is one thing that I love doing every single night. It's like me time kind of, but I also don't miss like the amount of time it took me some nights to cook. So there's that, because we've been having a lot more like family time. And yeah. Here I am getting ready to prep my smoothies. Now with the smoothies this week, I cut the bananas and strawberries into half, so technically it's still 1 serving, because I do the smoothie twice a day. So I just felt like I was more able to finish the smoothie when I cut it in half, instead of doing it with like just a big smoothie, because they were like ginormous. More bread footage. I'm telling you, bread is probably like my new favorite thing to make, because one, it is so relaxing and it's fun. Like, the kids usually like to join in, and it's just really fun. And I do plan on doing another bread video, because like I said in the previous, I had like kind of really mastered the bread recipe. And yeah, so the first video was me like trying to figure it out, because it is not my recipe. But that was me like weighing it out. This is me emptying out the things that made the broth. And like I said, this broth turned out really good, and I am gonna probably continue to make my own broth from here on out. Yeah. Here's rice. I washed it this time. If you watched last week's video, I washed it this time. I wash my rice all the time, but yeah. So here I did, I added like half water and half, broth. But this is me putting the bread in the oven. Look at them little toasty babies. Oh, so good. But I think half of it was broth and half of it was the just regular water, because I wasn't sure how it was gonna cook. And here I am using my rice maker, because yeah, I forget that I have a rice maker sometimes, and it's so much easier. I just forget about it. So here I am putting the broth into a container. I emptied out a peanut butter container, and so I just washed it Obviously made sure it didn't smell like peanut butter, and that's what I've been storing the broth in, because I drink out of my mason jars, so I don't have the lids to them anymore. But yeah, and obviously I was like on Instagram because I was so proud of myself. I don't know why this is in slow motion, but we're gonna keep it cool, showing how dirty my Instant Pot is. I gotta get to that. And like, I don't even know how that part gets dirty because you don't put anything there. So weird. So I left a little bit of broth for the broccoli, and I think it made it so flavorful. I ended up buying like 5 bags of broccoli when I still had like 1.5 bags in the fridge or freezer. But the broccoli I did buy was smaller bags, and those were big bags. That rice turned out beautiful. It was so delicious, guys. I'm telling you. Make your own broth. Put it in your rice. It's magical. So here I am just measuring everything out. For dinner I do 2 servings of whatever starch I do, and then 2 servings of whatever meat, and then 2 servings of the vegetable I choose. And so yeah, and then this one, like I said, I did like a barbecue. It was actually from, I think it's called Brad's barbecue sauce. It's actually from one of my neighbors, and yeah, I was like very short on just one little serving of broccoli for myself. It's fine, but the barbecue sauce was made from one of my neighbor's boyfriends, so we just went ahead and put that on there, and it was really good. And like I said, I think out of like all the meals, this was probably like my favorite meal that I have done for dinner ever, because it was just very simple, and that broccoli is filling though. Like, I did not realize how much broccoli filled. So these water bottles, I did want to talk to y'all a little bit about it. I got tired of having water bottles in the house and being thrown away, so I got everybody their own color, and the goal is to drink at least, for me, it's at least 3 of these. They are each 22 ounces. I have this little Brita filter, but sometimes it doesn't fit into the fridge when I meal prep, so I just fill these up and I put them in the fridge, and the kids love them, and it's been great to have. So yeah, and I got them at Walmart for $1, and I'm actually gonna go buy more because Deklan needs them for school, my son. So yeah, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I do update my Instagram a lot more. My Instagram is down below in the description, and my Instagram also has other it has a link tree where you have all my other links to it. So the blues is Deklan's, and the purple is Adaline's, and the black is mine, and the clear is Cliff's. And Cliff hasn't even been drinking them, and he is the worst about drinking water. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!